And good morning, everyone. I should say good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Darrell Bean Stadium on the campus of Earlham College. We're ready to bring you Earlham College field hockey on this Sunday afternoon. The Quakers take on the Yeomen of Oberlin today in an NCAC contest. Quakers lose a tough one yesterday. Boy, they had everything kind of sitting right there for them, and they lose to a good Worcester team, that final 2-1. So the Quakers will try to get back on the winning side of things and win their first conference matchup today against Oberlin, who comes into this contest at 1-7. They've lost 7 straight. They are also 0 in the conference, 0-4. So far in their contest this year. When we come back on the Farm Bureau Insurance with Kevin Shear pregame show, we'll take a closer look at Oberlin coming up next right here on Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Some people are born lucky. Other people take luck into their own hands, avoid stepping on sidewalk cracks, and wouldn't dare walk under a ladder. But whether you're born with luck or make your own, when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance today or visit them online at infarmbureau.com to purchase an auto policy. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shear.
We check them better. Every Wetzel Better Buy certified vehicle is fully inspected and reconditioned by ASE and factory-trained technicians. And each Better Buy vehicle comes with a Carfax vehicle history report, so you know you can buy a vehicle with confidence. We back 'em better with a 3-day satisfaction guarantee. Every Wetzel Better Buy certified comes with a 3-day or 300-mile satisfaction guarantee. If you don't like it within that 3 days or 300 miles, just bring it back and we'll exchange it for a vehicle of equal value. Every Wetzel Better Buy certified vehicle comes with a 12-month, 12,000-mile warranty. We price them better. We have dedicated individuals searching the entire country for the highest quality, lowest price vehicles for our inventory. In today's competitive market, we're constantly monitoring vehicle values to ensure that we're offering the best prices possible. We guarantee that every Wetzel Better Buy vehicle is the highest quality used car or truck around. Our reconditioning process guarantees that you are getting a vehicle as close to brand new as possible, and our warranties back that up.
Back once again here at Darrell Bean Stadium. Today's game brought to you in part by Best Western Classic of Richmond. When visiting the Richmond area, there's one clear choice. When you're looking for the best place to stay, it's the Best Western Classic. At the Best Western Classic of Richmond, you get the most amenities available, including indoor pool, fitness center, conference space, free buffet breakfast, free Wi-Fi, and, of course, a clean, quiet, comfortable room. Best Western Classic of Richmond, 533 West Eaton Pike. Take a quick look at Oberlin here this afternoon. It's going to be a beautiful day for today's matchup between these two teams. And we mentioned Oberlin again struggling a little bit at 1-7 coming in, and their biggest issue right now is just putting goals on the board. They've only scored 4 so far through their first 8 contests of the season, and they just don't have the firepower that they need, and certainly that'll be a big difference here today. Their only win this year was against Ferrum College back in their first game of the season. They won that one 2-0, and again are coming off a loss to Wittenberg by a final of 4-0. Their leading scorer coming into this one is Libby Royer, wearing number 23 today. She has 2 goals, and she again leads everyone in scoring. The only other 2 players that have goals are Amelia Wong and Ryan O'Flaherty. The goalkeeper, Kennedy Klein, 7 matchups under her belt this season. She's given up now 23 goals. That's over 3.42 goals per game. She has 70 saves, a 1-7 record coming in, and a save percentage at .787. And generally what happens, they stay in contests, at least from what we can tell in the first matches they played this year. They stay in the matches early, and then they start to fade later in the first half, and they really do not do well. When they come out of the locker room, they've been outscored 16-3 in the second half this season. So They will have to try to stay in this one and try to keep this thing close to the very end. On the other side, the Quakers coming into this one at 3-5. They too are 0-4 in the conference. They've lost 2 straight. After yesterday, Quakers now with 15 goals. They're averaging nearly 2 goals per game. Their shot percentage at 106. They average nearly 18 shots per game, and they're giving up 1.81 goals so far per game. And again, coming off that loss, a tough one yesterday to Worcester after losing to Kenyon last Sunday by a final of 4-1. All right, stay right there. We will get this one underway coming up in just a few moments. It is Oberlin and Earlham right here on Radio Troy Digital Sport.
Our community, it's where we live, it's where we work, it's where we play. At West End Bank, we're not just in the community, we're a part of the community. And that's why we support over 100 programs for local nonprofits and schools, including our financial literacy program that positively impacts countless students throughout the area. You bank locally, so we give back locally to watch people grow with endless possibilities.
Wish me luck, we've all said it. Thing is, life doesn't run on luck. For most people, it takes careful planning. A lot more than, say, crossing your fingers or toes. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Because as your life changes, your life insurance coverage should do the same. And when it comes to your coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shearer.
Since 1994, Beach Automotive has provided motorists in the Richmond area with comprehensive auto repair services that include car and truck care, alignment, brakes, tires, engine, transmission, and more. You'll be hard-pressed to find the same level of expertise that our auto mechanic specialists provide. For a high-performing vehicle, trust Beach Automotive. To learn more, call 765-966-8181. Beach Automotive, 110 East Main Street, Richmond.
For the past 35 years, Van Vliet Insurance has built a reputation of bringing a personal touch. That's because at Van Vliet, it's all about you, your needs, your life, and our town. Along with providing quality coverage to individuals, families, and local businesses, we're proud of our community and the opportunity we have to protect your future within it. Van Vliet Insurance, an Erie Insurance representative. Hometown professionals at work for you.
Big Boys Pizza is now open in Richmond, located at 1015 East Main Street, next door to the Civic Theater. The menu has great sandwiches, pasta, salads, and of course, pizza. Come dine in, carry out, or have your food delivered day or night, at home or at the office. Other locations are in Connorsville and Brookville. Bring in a sports ticket after any game and receive 10% off your purchase. Ticket must be dated for the same day as your purchase. Dine in, take out, or delivery, Big Boys Pizza. 765-488-0023. Kate's Cages is the #1 indoor training facility for baseball and softball in Richmond by far. With top flight instructors, you will learn how to play the game the right way. Everything from pitching, hitting, catching, and fielding. Kate's Cages will also have the opportunity to participate in triple play fall ball, the softball academy, individual and team camps, and individual private workouts. Kate's Cages Baseball and Softball Indoor Training Facility, 1366 Rose City Boulevard. Call 993-2353 for more information.
At First Bank Richmond, we provide you with an excellent banking experience. Whether it's personal checking, savings, mortgage loans, consumer loans, retail lending, or trust and investments, you can count on First Bank Richmond. First Bank Richmond has been serving the Richmond area since 1887. For more information, give them a call at 962-2581 or go to their website at firstbankrichmond.com. Georgia Direct is your one-stop source for floor coverings and decorating ideas for remodeling a home, office, kitchen, or bathroom. Their showroom offers quality products from Mohawk, Shaw, Armstrong, Craft-Made, and many more. They proudly offer Richmond the best quality and variety of home design solutions at competitive prices. At Georgia Direct, their goal is to deliver an outstanding customer experience from selection through installation. Georgia Direct Carpets and Cabinets, 5200 National Road East, Richmond. Beautiful day today here at Darrell Bean Stadium. Great to have you with us. This conference matchup here this afternoon between two teams looking for their first conference wins. Today's game brought to you in part by none other than our Richmond area Subways. Each day of the week, you can get a different 6-inch sub with no artificial flavors or colors. Only $3.50. Every Tuesday, the oven-roasted chicken. Thursday, the Italian BMT. And Sunday, the meatball marinara. Treat yourself at Subway. 4 locations in Richmond and Hagerstown. Subway, eat fresh. Quakers in their home whites today. Oberlin will be in their maroon uniforms. They'll be attacking left to right. Quakers from right to left in this opening possession here this afternoon. 35-minute halves as we will get set here for the opening kick for this one. And now we will wait for the Oberlin squad to get themselves put together, and once they do, we will be ready to go. But I think we have an issue with the horn here, but they're going to play anyway. So there we go as we're underway. It'll be Oberlin in possession off the opening face-off, and here we are near side. For the Oberlin Yo Women today, we mentioned Kennedy Klein will be in goal this afternoon. Katie Rhino Flaherty, a midfielder, getting the start today. Also, Amelia Wong, Elizabeth Modell, Emma Brown, along with Reet Guria, as well as Meg Parker, Leah Watkins-Chow, and Libby Royer. We mentioned Royer, the junior out of Columbus, Ohio, is the team's leading scorer. Oberlin trying to keep that ball in play on the far side. The Quakers will have a chance now to put it in play once again. For the Quakers today, in goal, Camille van der Vaart, the junior out of the Netherlands, will get the start here today. Leah Pinto, also Natalie Blatz, Isabel Bishop, Olivia Night Train Lane, Denise Bergdolt, along with Mighty Turlings, Molly McKellar, Kate Neal, Alexis Warren, and Sophia Salvatore getting the start in this contest here this afternoon. So, Quakers again in possession as we're just underway here in the first half. Turling centering that ball, lifted high into the circle, and that'll go against the Quakers, so Oberlin will take possession for the first time here today. Oberlin working to the middle. That is Emma Brown with the first possession. That again will be blown dead against the Quakers. And so we will see Oberlin again take over in the possession in their own territory. Oberlin working again to the far side. Quakers defense, another takeaway. Here's Salvatore with the ball just outside the circle, and that will go against Salvatore. And Oberlin again will have possession here in the first half. Boy, everybody but one, and you can't see everyone, but everybody for the Quakers in Oberlin territory, they really feel they can put some pressure on this Oberlin offense and really force them into mistakes, just like that one here on the near side under the stick of McGarvey. And so the Quakers will have possession as it'll be Natalie Blatz putting it in play for Earlham. Blatz got it by one defender. Garaya was there and unable to stop the pass for Oberlin, but there is a turnover by the Quakers. That ball up the near sideline goes out of play and last touched by Oberlin. Always an early feeling out process for both teams, kind of get an idea of what the strategy could be early. Blatz whiffs on that one. There's McKellar for the Quakers. McKellar called for the penalty, and now the Yo women trying to advance at the near side and cannot do so, as McKellar there once again will advance to the middle of the field, then to the near side from Night Train Lane to Bishop on the near side, goes out of play once again. The Quakers turn it over. Just a little over a 24-hour turnaround for both of these teams who played yesterday, and then an really an early start when considered they didn't have much rest time from yesterday's matchup, and neither team has a ton of depth. That one is going to be pushed into the circle. It will not matter. It has to go in the circle and then out, so wisely Camille Vandevart says, you know what, we'll let it go on the goal because there's nothing Oberlin can do, even though Katie Rhino Flaherty was making her move toward the ball. Now, if she would have gotten it inside the circle, that would have been different. But nothing can be scored outside the circle in women's field hockey. Quakers on the counter. Oberlin is on the backside defensively, able to get a stop. And then the Quakers come back with Leah Pinto. Pinto on the right side. Now it'll be Salvatore deep in the corner. Nice move back to the inside the circle. Quakers have a chance. That ball just out of the reach that time of Bergdolt. She was ready to set up and perhaps get a score right there, but it bounced over her stick. And Oberlin trying to go on the counterattack here to the near side. They will keep it in play. Garay was able to keep the ball on her stick, and then eventually the Quakers will have it come out of bounds here on the near side. Still no score. Again, just over 30 minutes remaining here in the first half of play. Quakers back on defense. Good look at Royer. Quakers know they'll keep an eye on Royer here this afternoon. There's a takeaway. Good steal by Night Train Lane, and we'll head the other way. Here is Salvatore once again. Got it past midfield, and then the violation called. We'll head the other way once again. So we go back and forth here in the first 5 minutes of this matchup. Here's Amelia Wong. Wong unable to advance it. The takeaway by Blatz. Blatz looking near side to McKellar. Quakers now will try to work it to the far side. Pinto unable to get it on her stick. Two defenders there for Oberlin. And the ball will come loose where Oberlin can, well, they almost got the steal. Good job that time by Pinto to come take it away from both defenders. Pass intended for Salvatore goes out of bounds. Turnover by the Quakers. Ball coming all the way back to midfield. Quakers there, that is, once again for the Quakers, Maida Turlings. Turlings will be all over the field again here today. Very active on both the offensive and defensive sides of the field. That's whistled against the Quakers. Oberlin, quick release, will come to the near side with Ryan O'Flaherty. Ball back out front. There's a steal by Lane. Lane will now dribble to the middle of the field. Nice cross back to her left. Goes between the two defenders. They will peel back. Night Train misses on that one. That one topped off the stick. And Oberlin will take over. They go to the far side. This will be Wheelman. Wheelman looking to go back inside. Quakers are there. That is Turlings there to get the steal. And on the far side, it'll be Pinto on the dribble. Pinto looking ahead to her teammate Bergdolt. Bergdolt also head up, eyes up, will find Salvatore. And that ball will go to bounds. Last touched by Oberlin. And that was Modell on the touch. So the Quakers have the possession at 27:55 to go here in the first half. Once again, the ball will be put in play after it goes out of bounds. Ends up hitting the leg of one of the Oberlin players, so now the Quakers will set it up to the right. Ball inside the circle. Salvatore in position. Backhand shot and scored. Sophia Salvatore with a goal. The sophomore out of Miami, Florida, will give the Quakers the early 1-0 lead. 27-24 remaining here in the first half of play. Good start for the Quakers here this afternoon. They got the ball in position, and well, anytime we have seen Salvatore on the dribble, she is very good getting between defenders. And now Oberlin in the hole early. Let's see what the Quakers can do. Ball near side. And again, the Quakers able to get a stick on it. That's Night Train Lane there for the Quakers. Earlham gets a steal. Natalie Blatz defending on the near side. And again, there's McKellar. McKellar back out front, and there's a whistle blown against Oberlin. Quakers will have it. That's Blatz looking back toward the middle. And to the near side, Bishop. Quakers look to get on the scoreboard again. Here's Salvatore. Salvatore in the circle, goes to the turf, and it's taken away. Give the steal to Modell. Modell Once again, a takeaway by the Quakers. And here is Salvatore once again, just in front of the keeper, and the keeper able to knock it away. That's Kennedy Klein. Earlham keeps it inside the circle again, and that'll be knocked away and goes out of play. Last touched by Bishop. 26-20 remaining here in the first half of play. And again, Earlham able to bring it to the far side. That'll be Pinto. Pinto deep in the corner and a whistle. We have yet to have a penalty corner on the afternoon, but that ball will stay in possession of the Quakers. Earlham will work it right side. Salvatore once again gets between those two defenders, and eventually a foul will be called, and it's going to go against Salvatore. Modell will put it back in play now for Oberlin, but it's quickly stolen away in the far side. That is Alexis Warren. You have Warren on the right side. They'll have Natalie Blatz on the left side, the two defensemen, as the Quakers again able to stop any attack attempt by Oberlin. Ball inside the circle, backhand shot knocked down. Here is Salvatore, another shot knocked down by the keeper, Klein. Two in a row, the saves by Klein. The first one coming off Bishop, the second one off Salvatore, and the ball will come out of bounds here on the near side. Here's Blatz. 25:03 remaining now here in the first half. That'll be blown against the Quakers, and Oberlin will take over. Amelia Wong surveying the field to see what might be available, and there's a lot of white jerseys right around Wong, and the ball goes to the middle, and that'll be a foul call against the Quakers, quickly blown against Bergdolt. Oberlin again, trying to go back on the counterattack. McKellar with a takeaway, dumps behind, and will bring it to the near sideline. Once again, McKellar. McKellar looking to see to the middle. Gets it quickly to Turlings. Turlings works it right side to Bishop. Bishop up the left sideline. Bishop on the dribble. Bishop looks to cut back to the top, and the ball comes loose. We have another whistle. This will go against the Quakers. McKellar called for the whistle that time. Stolen away by Blatz. Back to McKellar. Little diamond game going on right now as the Quakers now work it to the far side. That will be Pinto for the Quakers, and back once again in the middle to Lane. And a whistle blows that dead. That'll go against the Quakers. 23:50 remaining now here in the first half. Quakers getting the goal by Salvatore to get the early 1-0 lead here in the first half. Pinto goes for the steal. They'll call that against Royer. Here come the Quakers quickly off the dead ball. Earlham trying to work it back once again to McKellar. McKellar had it knocked down. Defended well by McGarvey. And we may have our first penalty corner. There it is. It took a while, but Earlham will get their first penalty corner of the afternoon. They'll work it off the hash mark left. Quakers scored a goal off the penalty corner yesterday. They'll look to do it again here today. That is Bishop who will put it in play. Here's Turlings, winds up. You heard the sticks hitting together as Wong came out to defend it. Turlings winding up to get a good shot from the top of the circle. Good defense again by Oberlin. As we head back the other way, that'll go against the Quakers. On the dribble is Garea. And the ball goes out of bounds on the near side. Oberlin once again will have it just outside the 40. And that ball struck down the field, goes between 3 or 4 different players and completely out of bounds. And it'll go back over to the Quakers. And now the ball near side. Here is McKellar. Quakers do a good job working it back into Night Train Lane. Looks to see what might be there. She was thinking McKellar up the left sideline. And McKellar unable to get to it. Stolen away by Oberlin. Here's Night Train with the steal. Quakers on the fast break the other way. Nice pass left now to Bishop. Bishop able to run it down, bring it down with the left hand and the stick. Here's Bishop working inside, but a nice takeaway by Oberlin. Good job by Oberlin's Modell to get the steal. Modell unable to advance it there, but that'll go against Earlham. Modell will lift that ball off the stick there of McKellar, stolen away by Blatz. The backside defense working well with Blatz here on this near side. And, of course, Alexis Warren on the far side. Mighty Turlings looking to advance it to the right, comes back, gets the steal in the circle. Turlings draws the double team. Turlings able to wind up, fire that one to the far side. Pass was intended there for Bergdahl. It goes out of play. Turnover for the Quakers. Good thought, though, as Earlham tried to move it to the far side. Oberlin will put it in play. Ball midfield. That's where the Quakers are able to get the takeaway, but they'll have to give it back on the turnover once again as Oberlin will take possession. Putting it in play on the far side is Libby Royer. Royer will find her teammate, Weilman. Quakers get the takeaway as Maida Turling's there, and now a steal by Wong. Wong centering pass, knocked down inside the circle. Quakers able to stop that attack, and then out of the reach that time of McKellar, and goes out of bounds, so we will see another offensive possession here for the Yo women. Ball under the stick and completely out of bounds this time as Meg Parker, the senior out of Portland, Maine, cannot get to that one. This will be the final contest of the homecoming weekend, as we saw several games yesterday. Football, both men's and women's soccer. The volleyball team was in action yesterday. Just everything going on a homecoming weekend. Weather-wise, yesterday was pretty good. It cooled off a lot, but today it's absolutely beautiful. Not a cloud in the sky for this one here this afternoon. Here's McGarvey. That ball inside the circle. Chance for the Yo women. Coming out is Vandevart to knock that one away. Good job by Vandevart. Oberlin will keep it, and the ball comes out of bounds here on the near side. It'll stay with the Yo women. That'll be McGarvey who will put it in play. McGarvey looking back to the top. Ball comes loose, and it's available to both teams and eventually called against the Yo women. Here come the Quakers, quickly moving the ball up the left sideline. That ball taken away as Bishop was on the dribble. Coming back once again, Night Train Lane that time for the Quakers. And it'll go all the way to the far side. Who's going to get to it first? It'll be Pinto there for the Quakers. Pinto, right side. Bergdahl back to the middle for the Quakers. Night Train Lane unable to keep up with that one as the ball taken away. And very active is Modell once again for Oberlin. Ball comes back toward the middle of the field. Oberlin in possession. There is no one on this side. That ball was hit, but there was no one there to get it. The closest player may have been Abby Rosenthal, who is checked in now for Oberlin. Pinto trying to advance that ball up the right side, but there is Royer once again for Oberlin. Live stats as we go here today on GoEarlham.com. Make sure you check it out right on the schedule page, and all you have to do is find the game that is currently being played, and there's a live stats icon just to the right of the video icon. Earlham now out shooting Oberlin 4-1. Shots on goal 4-1 in the circle, knocked away by Klein, and a penalty corner. Klein kicked that like she was Gary Yepremian trying to kick a field goal. If you don't know who Gary Yepremian is, you have to go and Google it and figure it out. So another penalty corner here for the Quakers. That'll be number 2. Earlham has actually been pretty good this year off the penalty corner. We go back 3 years ago, Earlham really struggled offensively, and every year they get better and better and better. They get more balance in their offensive attack. Salvatore up front. Now we'll find Turlings, winds, fires, knocked down by the keeper, and then eventually inside right in front of the goal, and I think that's going to go off the leg of an Earlham player. Earlham thought they're complaining, thinking that someone had touched that ball. And in fact, the official said it did go off a leg. And are we going to have a timeout? We will. So timeout on the field, or are we going to have a penalty shot? We will have a penalty shot right here. So here is a penalty shot for the Quakers, and it'll be Turlings on the penalty shot. That's what Earlham was saying. They thought it should have been, and the official finally made the decision that it will be. And there it is. Turlings makes it a 2-0 contest. Mighty Turlings there for the Quakers. They have put the clock at 16:48 now. And Earlham with a 2-0 lead off the penalty shot by Turlings. They want 17:15 on the clock. So they have changed it there to 17:15 on the clock instead of where it was a couple of moments ago. So we'll reset ours as well at 17:15. Everything is kosher, and we are back underway. Oberlin delaying for just a moment. And, of course, our clock went completely off. We'll have to reset our clock as well. Now I think we're kosher. Oberlin on the attack here on the near side. That'll go against Earlham. Here's McGarvey. McGarvey working against McKellar, and that'll go against McGarvey. She picks up the foul. Quakers back on offense with a 2-0 lead. Good look near side, McKellar. Oh, bad pass that time, stolen away by Rosenthal, deep in Earlham territory. Rosenthal in the circle. That one will be ricocheted to the right. Vandevart able to get it out of there with the left padding, and nothing hurt there for the Quakers on this one, though. McKellar turned and threw it, actually passed it right into the hands of Rosenthal on her stick. Near steal by Earlham's Salvatore here on the near side. Wong will put it in play now for Oberlin. Quakers looking at Wong. Wong looking at what is open right now. And there's not much. Wong may have to think about going behind, but she decides to, she whiffs it on the first one, and it's stolen away by Salvatore. And Salvatore advancing almost to midfield, knocked out of play. Last touch by Oberlin. Wong whiffed the first time, came back the second time, hit the turf. It was two bad attempts that time by Wong. Quakers put it in play as Mighty Turlings does so. Here's Salvatore. Back to the inside, gets tripped up and goes down on the turf. Last to touch her there is Modell. And Salvatore goes down pretty hard on that one. And they will stop the clock and give Salvatore a chance to recover after going hard down on the turf. We will take a break as well. They'll check her out, see if she's okay. On the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, Quakers on top of this one, 2-0. This is Earlham Field Hockey and Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Are you looking for the right place to work out, a place where you have several choices and can have fun at the same time? Well, that place is right here in Richmond, Family Fitness Works. Family Fitness Works has spinning, Zumba, kickboxing, core works, kick fit, body pump, body flow, and much, much more. And don't forget, Family Fitness Works also has Richmond's most extensive free weights and Nautilus in the area. Check out their website at familyfitness.com or stop by at 213 North 3rd Street in Richmond.
Well, it appears that Sophia's okay. She comes to the sidelines, and it looks like Pinto will come back in at some point here for the Quakers. She is in. Coming out of the Quaker lineup is Claudette Rosekamp, who was in just for a few moments, so it'll be Quaker ball once again. Once the official's ready to go, we were set as well, and the clock continues to tick here in the first half. And there is a penalty against the Quakers. That's going to go against Maida Turlings. And so now Oberlin will look to go back on the counterattack here. Quakers, after today's matchup, travel to Transylvania, and they go to Denison and DePaul, so they're on the road for 3 straight. Ball trying to advance up the near sideline. That's against Turlings once again. Oberlin back to the inside. They'll try to put that ball near the top of the circle. Again, the Quakers getting penalized there. Oberlin will work it near side. Ball inside the circle, quickly knocked away. Good defense by the Quakers, and then Oberlin commits the penalty. Kate Neal for the Quakers. Neal can play middle. She can play defense. Right now back on defense for the Quakers. Ball worked up the near sideline. Good look at Bishop. Bishop starts to the inside, works it back toward the sideline, and then will center the ball once again. Pinto had it for just a moment, stolen away on the far side as Wileman is there, and she'll look to advance it up the left sideline, but there is Alexis Warren able to knock that ball out of play. Let's give your defense a chance to regroup now. Warren is a very good defensive player, able to stop that ball. We've seen it numerous times. When she's on one side, you have Blatz on the other. Many times you'll see them disrupt the offensive flow and really make the opposing team work something different in their strategy instead of taking it up the sideline. Here's Royer. Royer looking behind, and there's a takeaway. Bergdolt there for the Quakers. Here comes Earlham on the fast break the other way. On the dribble and stop for just a moment. Good job advancing that ball is Bishop. Near side, lifted high in the air, in the circle, and that'll go against Earlham. High stick that time on the Quakers. Georgia Wade is in the lineup for the Quakers as she plays middle on that Quaker offense. Take away again, Natalie Blatz here on the near side, and that will go out of play. Oberlin. Another steal for the Quakers as Olivia Lane there for Earlham. Will push that ball to the far side, and that will go out of play. Emma Brown just letting that ball roll out of play, and this will give the Yo women a chance to set something up offensively as Brown, their indecision right there and where to go with it. Bergdolt comes up and forces the action. Ball all the way to midfield once again, and here come the Yo women. But it's stolen away. Bishop with a takeaway. Take that back. That's going to be Kate Neal on the takeaway. Number 20, not number 10, but Oberlin comes back themselves. Rosenthal. Now to the near sideline. Looks to see what's there. Ball off the stick of Rosenthal after the ball came to the near side. Quakers can't clear it. Blatz unable to get it out of there. Now it'll be Rosenthal, and Blatz comes back to get another steal. Quakers will work it now to the far side. Here is Warren. Warren now to Pinto. Pinto trying to get it up the right sideline. Cannot do so as Earlham tried to advance it to the far side, and we will see Modell put it back in play once again for Oberlin. And that ball will go deep. Saved from going out of bounds by Neal. Turlings can't get it. Inside the circle now for Oberlin. On that backside defensively is Rosekamp. And she's able to get it out of there, and no danger now for the keeper, Vandevard. And a whistle here on the near side, and it'll go against Oberlin. 10 minutes and 30 seconds remaining and counting here in the first half. Nice steal by Wong, near side. McGarvey goes back to Wong. The pass was a little bit high, and that'll go against the Quakers trying to bring it down on the high stick. So we'll see Oberlin take over with McGarvey outside the circle, and another takeaway. Good defense by the Quakers, and again Bergdolt gets a stick on it. That penalty against the Yo women, and again Earlham will take over. Bergdolt will come out. Here's Salvatore back in, so the Quakers have one of their better dribblers and offensive players back in the lineup. There is Salvatore on the stick with the left hand only. Salvatore back to the inside, and that'll be whistled against Leah Watkins-Chow. Here's Turlings. Turlings will push inside the circle. Turlings, backhand pass, knocked down. And getting a stick on it is Wong. And we will have a penalty corner now. This will be the third on the day now for the Quakers. Just over 9 minutes remaining here in the first half. Quakers on top, 2-0. Ball has to come outside the circle before the move can be made. That'll give the defensive players a chance to find out who they want to go after first. Quakers generally go to the top, and they'll do it again. Here's Salvatore. Now left side, Turlings winds, fires, and scores. Or did it go wide? No, it went just a little bit wide, and it was saved on that backside defensively. That was Emma Brown. That ball got by the keeper, Kennedy Klein, and Brown able to save it. Good effort again by the Quakers as Mighty Turlings almost picked up number 2. Here's Salvatore, backhand pass inside, under the stick there of Georgia Wade. Quakers keep it in the circle for a moment and then quickly taken away by Royer and will push it to the outside. Earlham nearly made this 3-0. Quakers will make another change here as we'll see Denise Bergdahl come back in. Oberlin trying to work it to the middle. There is Lane there for the Quakers. And that'll go against Oberlin, I think. Well, apparently the official pointed the opposite way. The Yo women said no, and now we got to fight for the loose ball, and that's going to go against the Quakers and Kate Neal. There was a lot of confusion that time on who was supposed to have possession of the ball. Ball near side once again goes out of play. It'll belong to the Quakers. Good look at Natalie Blatz. Blatz will take her time and thought she was going to go behind. Pass intended for Pinto. Comes away, and there is Alexis Warren. Warren striking that one hard. Good pass. That one ahead of the field. Got to Bergdahl. Dumped behind on the right side to Pinto. Now to Salvatore. Salvatore, nice dribble to the end line. Salvatore on the dribble. Nice centering pass, knocked away. And there is Turlings trying to get in position, and a whistle. That'll go against the Quakers. Good effort there by Turlings. She got turned around and tried to get herself back in position. Could not do so to get a strike on the ball. So now Oberlin will advance it. Not very far as it goes out of play here on the near side. So again, Oberlin once again trying to work it up the near sideline. Blatz with the steal. Quakers come back the other way as Rosekamp is back in, and that pass will go all the way down past the end line and out of play. Under the 6-minute mark here in the first half. Good stick there by Isabella Bishop. Quakers able to get a takeaway again on that backside as Oberlin unable to get it past midfield. Earlham will try to work it to the far side to Warren. Here's Pinto. Pinto, good stick, but goes by Bergdahl. Chase for the loose ball deep in the corner. Eventually won there by Oberlin, and then it goes out of play on the pass to Royer. So Quakers again in position to try to pick up their third goal of the afternoon. Quakers 3 corners so far. Oberlin no corners here this afternoon. Bergdahl inside Salvatore off her stick, and it goes out of play. And back over now to Oberlin. Time of possession over the last 2 to 3 possessions has been in favor of Earlham. They've kept it in Oberlin territory, really putting a lot of pressure on that Oberlin defense. That ball goes out of play as Wildman unable to keep it in bounds, and so now the Quakers back again on offense. Here is Warren. Salvatore off the front of her stick, defended there by Oberlin pretty well, and there is another whistle and stoppage of play. So we'll head back the other way once again as Emma Brown will put it in play. One thing about field hockey, there's a lot of stoppages of play. Quakers inside the circle once again. Here is Bishop. Bishop still has it, centering pass. No one is there. Lane might have been the closest. Now Lane going after the loose ball on the near side. Able to take that one away from Garaya. And now the ball comes out of bounds here on the near side. Well, every once in a while you can center that pass knowing or at least feeling that there ought to be an offensive player in the middle of that circle, at least in front of the goal. Give yourself a chance to score, but that time nobody was home. Ball back to the middle once again. Oberlin with a takeaway themselves, near side. Blatz unable to stop the progression in the advancement this time of Oberlin. Garaya was there, and now a whistle once again. They'll force Oberlin to go back to the spot of the foul. Nice strike, knocked down. Good defense again by the Quakers. Give credit there to Kate Neal. Here is Neal. Fight for the loose ball. They'll say Neal has to give it up, and it'll be Aaliyah Watkins-Chow. Once again, off the stick of Garaya, and the Quakers make the stop again. Ball not advanced as we'll go just back and forth here between the 20 and 10-yard line, and again Quakers commit the foul. Back again to Oberlin. Ball advanced off the stick of Modell. Quakers come back again. We're going back and forth like we're playing tennis. On the chase near side, that'll be Bishop looking to the inside. Another takeaway by Oberlin. They want to advance quick. They know they might have some numbers here, but good defense by Blatz. Turtlings once again off the dribble to the inside of McKellar. McKellar dumps behind now to Olivia Night Train Lane, who look back once again to McKellar. Ball comes loose. Takeaway here by Oberlin. Ball will come out of bounds on the near side, and we'll head back once again to the Quakers, and that will be Blatz who will put it in play. Long pass. Salvatore, left side Bishop. Bishop in the circle, backhand shot just off the pad. The right leg coming out of Kennedy Klein to knock that one out of play, but another good attack that time by the Quakers. Minute 27 to go here in the first half. Ball here on the sideline. McKellar behind now to Blatz. Quakers maybe just, got to take care of the ball right there as the ball came away, and it's Royer on the takeaway, intended there for Ryan O'Flaherty, and it's another steal, and the ball loose and will come out of bounds on the near side. McKellar. Don't want to give up a cheap goal here late in the first half. Ball advanced once again up the near sideline. Here is Ryan O'Flaherty looking back toward the middle. Take away Neal. And that'll go against Neal. So Oberlin won perhaps last chance. That's inside the circle. Quickly kicked away by Vandevart with the left pad near sideline. It will stay in bounds now for McKellar. She'll look to advance it ahead to Neal, and that'll be a foul call against the Yo women. And we're down to our final few seconds here in the first half. Pretty good first half for the Quakers. Probably, let's see, not probably, could have had a couple of more perhaps, depending on the situation. And we have made it to halftime. Quakers looking for their first ANCAC win of the season. We'll come back, give you the first half numbers coming up in just a couple of moments. This is Earlham Field Hockey and Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Hey, this is Steve, and out at Jiffy Lube the other day, a customer came in and said, Steve, this was my 100th oil change on this car, and you've done them all.
Hi, my name is George Farrell, and I've been coming to Jiffy Lube for over 14 years. I recently just had my 100th oil change. I'd like to thank Steve Funkhauser and his staff for the great service that they've provided me over the years. Thank you to all, and I would recommend anyone to come to Jiffy Lube to get their car serviced.
Jiffy Lube, #1 in customer satisfaction for a reason.
Hello, my name is Kyle Schwarzkopf. I'm the manager of Kyle's National Road Auto, in business in Richmond since 1979. We employ ASE certified technicians, and we have over 80 years of experience. We work on all domestics and most European and Japanese cars. Give us a call at 966-1555. Kyle's National Road Auto Service. My name is Kyle Schwarzkopf, and I approve this message.
Finding just the right used car can be a daunting task unless you shop at Tony's Car Sales in Richmond. Hi, this is Troy Naragowski. I can guarantee you one thing. Tony's professional staff will help you every step of the way without all that pressure of buying a new car. Hey, I bought my last 2 cars from Tony's, and it has been a great experience every time. Tony's has lots of one-owner cars, SUVs, and trucks ready for you today. Tony's Car Sales, 250 National Road West in Richmond. Little Sheba's Restaurant and Zini's Place. Come join us in Richmond at 175 Fort Wayne Avenue or at our newest location in Centerville at 129 East Main Street. Grab one of our gourmet pizzas, a deluxe sandwich, steak or fresh salad, and an ice-cold beer or your favorite wine. Featuring live music every Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday, plus more in our smoke-free environment. 10% discount with a valid student ID. It's better than being home.
I got this.
I got this.
I got this.
At Harrington Hogue, we believe your life belongs to you. That's why we work hard to make sure that your insurance coverage is the last thing you have to worry about. So when it comes to keeping you protected,
We got this.
Mancino's is family-friendly, serving fresh grinders, pizza, pasta, and salads daily. They serve great food priced for family budgets. And whether it's one of their homemade grinders, salads, or pizza, there's sure to be something for everyone in your family. Our baking process may cost a little more and take more time, but the end result of freshness and flavor make the real difference in all of Mancino's award-winning products. Mancino's of Richmond. Give them a call at 966-1161 or go to their website, mancinosofrichmond.com.
We're back here at Darrell Bean Stadium, and the Quakers on top of this one, 2-0. Let's give you the first half numbers. And but Earlham really dominating this one from the offensive standpoint. Let's start first off with Oberlin. They only had 2 shots on the first half and 2 shots on goal. They finished with 5 saves, no penalty corners, 1. I'll take that back. They had 1 defensive save and 13 fouls in the first half. Kennedy Klein giving up 7 shots on goal, 2 goals, 5 saves. And from a offensive standpoint, there just wasn't much there in the first half again for Oberlin. Quakers had 10 shots, 8 shots on goal, 2 saves, 3 penalty corners. Get this one, 29 fouls in the first half for the Quakers. Camille Vandevart, 2 shots on goal and 2 saves in the first half. Very evenly when you think about distribution of shots. Mighty Turlings had 3. Sophia Salvatore had 3. Isabel Bishop with 4. And by the way, Bishop had 3 shots on goal. Salvatore had 3 shots on goal. And Turlings also had 2 shots on goal in the first half. First goal scored at 7:28 of the first half. It was by Sophia Salvatore, assisted by Denise Bergdolt. And the Quakers came back about 11 minutes later, and it was the penalty shot by Mighty Turlings who ended up getting the goal on that one. That makes it 2-0 at 18:12 of the first half. So Quakers, again, probably could have been more than 2-0. And for Earlham, they've had several opportunities in this first half, but now they'll see what they can put together in the second half and get that first win of the conference season here this afternoon. Both teams going through adjustments, and that adjustment period is always interesting to see how they play it in the beginning of the first half. We'll find out who does the better adjusting, and we'll come back and see if the Quakers can pick up the win here this afternoon. This is Earlham Field Hockey on Radio Troy Digital.
Best One Tire and Service has been committed to our partners since 1948. With more than 250 locations in 26 states, Best One puts over 1 million tires on the road every year. Superior tires, expert service, competitive prices. Best One Tire and Service, where the best costs less.
Hi, I'm Roger Clark with Best One of Richmond. Because Best One is one of Bridgestone's largest retailers, we offer exclusive Bridgestone savings. Visit us in Richmond to save on Bridgestone tires today.
New Vision Sports is a training program that focuses on the training and improvement of this serious-minded athlete, including all ages and skill levels. From creating customized workout plans to providing ongoing motivation and support, New Vision strives to help you achieve your training goals. Their trainers use a variety of effective workout plans based on your specific goals. New Vision Sports, 977-5831, or go to their website, newvisionsports.com. That's New Vision Sports with a Z.
As an internet service provider, Parallax Systems offers reliable residential high-speed internet service and business service. With a fiber backbone reaching over 150 miles, we have created a multifaceted delivery system. Our dark fiber leasing has proved beneficial to public and private sectors alike. Parallax serves Wayne County and surrounding areas. Parallax Systems, when speed matters, a division of Richmond Power and Light.
At Earlham College, we all share something special.
We care about each other and the world we're building together.
We meet on the Heart, the center of campus, where we hang out and support each other's endeavors.
You won't find fraternities or sororities here. We value an inclusive community that embraces our individual and cultural differences.
Prepare to get involved. We are community builders, status quo challengers, and advocates for social change.
That's our community. That's Earlham.
At the Reed Orthopedic Center, our physicians and support team devote themselves to helping you return to a healthy and active lifestyle. Our expertise includes shoulder, elbow, foot, ankle, hand, wrist, hip, and knee injuries, as well as pain management and rehabilitation, and school athletic training programs and sports medicine. We are committed to providing you with the best possible orthopedic treatment that we can. To request an appointment at the Reed Orthopedic Center, call 765-935-8905.
For over 30 years, Reynolds Plumbing has been keeping the Richmond-Wayne County area running. Whether on commercial properties, restaurants, or residential, they've done quality plumbing, heating, and air work for thousands of customers. In a small town, a company like theirs cannot stay in business for as long as they have without being very good at what they do. It's not just about quality work, it's about customer service. If that's the kind of experience you want on your next plumbing or HVAC job, then Reynolds Plumbing has you covered. Call Reynolds Plumbing today at 966-0994. For over a century, Richmond Power and Light has been providing safe, reliable energy to the citizens and businesses of Richmond and the surrounding area. Through their dedicated and talented employees, they are advancing their tradition of exceptional service through new technology, training, and efficiency in everything they do. Richmond Power and Light provides reliable, low-cost energy and technology services in a customer-focused, environmentally responsible, safety-conscious manner. Richmond Power and Light. Together we make powerful partners. Summit Computer Systems is a full-service computer manufacturing and support company founded in 1997. They partner with businesses and individuals to provide computer systems, hardware service, support, design services, high-speed wireless internet, network design, and more. Summit Computers, 1427 Chester Boulevard in Richmond. Give them a call at 939-2120.
We are ready for the second half. Quakers on top, 2-0. Both teams ready to go on the attack. Quakers will now move left to right here in the second half. Earlham will be straight again, 3 on the road straight, so that'll be their first extended road trip other than what they did at the beginning of the year over the first couple of weeks, and then they will be back in October. In fact, they will play, 5 of their 8 at home in October. Quakers will have the face-off first to begin the second half of play. Looks like Vandevaart's set to go. They might have been waiting on her to get set in goal. And here we go. Quakers quickly come out aggressive. Again, as I said, generally how you finish at half and how you begin a half is really important. Here's Salvatore off the steal. Nice move back to the inside. Salvatore will try to center that ball, and we'll have a penalty corner right out of the chute here in the second half. I've only seen the Quakers one time work the penalty corner off the right hash mark. Generally, for whatever reason, they like to work it off the left side. In fact, most teams do. Generally, you will see every team work it left instead of right. So let's see if the Quakers can get something here. Here's Turlings. Turlings to Salvatore. Back to Turlings. Turlings winds and didn't get all of it on that one, and quickly knocked away by Wong. Inside the circle again. Wong one more time trying to clear it out. And coming over is McKellar for the Quakers. So Earlham unable to take advantage of a penalty corner. Maida, boy, she was striking the ball very well yesterday. Missed a couple here today. And again, the Yo women work it to the near side. Stolen away. Here is Pinto. Good move again by Bergdolt. Here is Salvatore in the circle, and it goes out of play, and Sophia the last to touch it. Bring it back out front now for the Quakers. Here's Bishop. Bishop off the dribble. Looks back to the inside. Ball in front of the keeper, and it gets wide off the stick. There is the keeper again as Kennedy Klein comes in. It was Bergdolt who had it in there. A lot of it was going to come off her stick and give a chance to ricochet into the goal, but it went by her. And the Quakers missed not only the penalty corner, but a nice pass off the right side and a chance to get on the board here in the early portion of the second half. Quakers able to stop that attack on the far side just for a moment. This will give the defense a chance to regroup, and Oberlin will put it in play on the far side. Almost 3 minutes in here in the second half, and Earlham is, again, you kind of get that feeling they're going to put another one in here pretty quick. The way they've come out and they're a little more aggressive here in the second half. Oberlin off the attack on the right sideline. That is Meg Parker looking to advance the ball there for Oberlin. Yo women will put it in play. That's McGarvey. Ball will get inside the circle, but there is Alexis Warren again able to clear it away, but Oberlin gets another steal. That was McGarvey coming up. Both teams working back and forth, and now it's the Quakers in possession. Salvatore is there. Also there for the Quakers is Bergdolt. Salvatore tried to advance it from there. That'll go against the Yo women. Lead pass now to Salvatore. Has it inside the circle to the left, and that one is off the side of the goal. So Salvatore took a shot, but a little bit too far to the left, and it will go back over again to Oberlin. Oberlin, as we said, only 2 shots in the first half, both shots on goal, as there's a whistle here against the Quakers. And it'll be put in play by Libby Royer. Now, Royer has the 2 goals. That one lifted high toward midfield. Turling's able to knock it down and a takeaway. Here come the Quakers. Salvatore reaching out with a stick with the left hand, but there's Brown to take it away before Salvatore comes back again. Salvatore right side. That one is going to be struck off of her stick right into the leg of Brown. That'll go against Oberlin. Salvatore once again all the way to the end line. Centering pass, top of the circle. And Oberlin able to get a stick on that one. As Brown take that back, that's going to be Wong trying to get the steal. Ball comes back once again to Turlings and a whistle against the Quakers. Here comes Oberlin. They waste no time, but there's another takeaway for the Quakers. There's Kate Neal. She's played well today. Earlham unable to keep it in possession till the takeaway there by Bishop. Bishop fires and misses that one. Again, off the padding of Kennedy Klein. The Quakers will again have it out front. Is Klein able to stop that one? And here the Quakers once again. For Earlham, it's McKellar. McKellar one-on-one against McGarvey. McKellar looking back to the inside. Turling's unable to keep it on her stick. Ball comes out front, taken away by Oberlin. That is going to be Amelia Wong, and the backside official blows that one dead against Earlham. Oberlin again ain't able to advance it to midfield as Earlham comes up with a takeaway. Here is Salvatore once again. Salvatore inside the circle, shoots, and a penalty corner. Number 5 now for the Quakers. Almost got a goal on the last penalty corner. Let's see if they can do it this time. Bishop will be the one who will put it in play. Wait for the Oberlin players that will be playing on this penalty corner to get their mask on and for more protection as this one is winding up, firing and scoring long range. Penalty corner goal for the Quakers, and that's going to be Bergdahl. And Earlham leads it 3-0, and again, that was long range on that score. Happens at the 28-29 mark here in the second half. Boy, Bergdahl just winds up and fires that one for the goal. Quakers now with a comfortable 3-0 lead. Far side, McKellar. McKellar draws the double team whistle against Oberlin. Quakers will put it in play. That's Turling's up the left sideline. Had a couple to choose from. One of those was Salvatore. The other one was 17 McKellar. Neither one able to get a stick on it. Change here for the Quakers. We will see Serena Pisacano come in. Pisacano out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, a freshman, and that'll put Leah Pinto on the bench. So Quakers can go to their bench, get some of their players some playing time here in the second half. Try to build some depth for later. Ball again will go out of play on the far side where the Quakers will keep it. Natalie Blatz will put it in play. Mentioned after today, the Quakers travel to Transylvania. That'll be on the 27th. Their next conference matchup at Denison. They have a matchup at Denison at 11. Then they'll come back and play DePaul on October 3rd at 7. We won't see them back here until October 6th when they play Wittenberg, and that is an 11 o'clock start time. That'll be the first of 3 in a row here at Darrell Bean Stadium. Quakers able to keep that ball alive. That's Kate Neal deep in the corner. Will send it up the left sideline, and it will go out of play. Pass was intended that time for McKellar. Ball battled for again out front. Quakers able to get it back once again and go on the counterattack. Ball dribbled near side, and the double team there against Pisacano. And the Quakers will keep it. That will be Alexis Warren who will put it in play. They're going to have her go all the way back to the 40 where the foul was eventually, again, apparently blown at. Not a good pass that time by Warren. Turlings is there. Warren coming back to get the play. And again, the Quakers to the near side. There's a steal. Here's Royer. Royer advancing the ball in the circle, whiffing on that one on the big-time miss is Katie Ryan O'Flaherty. Mistimed it. And that'll go back over to Earlham. Boy, so much of that is timing and knowing how fast the ball may be coming and trying to get a stick on it. It can only be, again, on the flat side. Ball on the near side once again, taken away by the Yo women. They're going to try to get on the board here. And there is, again, Ryan O'Flaherty. Not a very good strike on the stick that time, so Quakers able to stop the flow again. Here's Royer. She along with Salvatore. Sticks coming together. Here's Wong all the way back out to midfield, and Wong tried to get by the defender. Hey, that's a great steal. Open field takeaway there by Night Train Lane. Near side once again. Royer will outrace Salvatore to the loose ball. And now the ball comes out of bounds on the near side where the Quakers retake it on offense. Good look right there at one of the top players, Maida Turlings. Salvatore all the way to the end line and turnover by the Quakers. Salvatore likes to take the defenseman all the way to the end line and then change directions and bring the ball back inside. Couple of changes now for Oberlin as Abby Rosenthal will come in. Rosenthal will wear number 22. Ball and knee again to the near side, goes out of play. Last touched by the Quakers and Pisacano. Oberlin has had a little bit of success today getting into Earlham territory, but they have not had any success getting on the board here today, not even just from a shutout standpoint. They just don't have many shots on goal and trying to challenge Camille Vandevar, and that's really a credit to the Earlham defense as well. They've been getting a lot of takeaways here this afternoon. Royer off the right foot that time of Pisacano. Another foul there on the Quakers as we're down to 23 minutes and change to go here in this one. Royer, nothing there. Will dump behind once again to Parker. Parker tried to go back to the middle. Parker picks up the loose ball once again. That one just across the left side of the circle. And again, the Quakers a takeaway, but quickly coming back will be Parker. And she tried to advance the ball, looking at the official like what happened there. That'll go against the Yo women on that play. So now Alexis Warren. Here's a situation now where the Quakers can play a little more possession, field hockey. Don't have to be in a rush at all. And there was an instance where a bad pass taken away by Royer. Quakers will have to be better in their contests against really good teams and make sure their passes are on the mark. Brown with a steal. Quakers come back. Two white jerseys there to come up with it. Here's Salvatore on the dribble. Looks back toward the middle. The pass was a little bit slow. Modell gets the steal. And coming around again is Meg Parker. That'll go against Oberlin. Salvatore will receive that ball on the near side. Salvatore looking ahead. Strikes that one with the right hand and all the way out of play. Quakers may be a little bit tired again from yesterday's matchup against Worcester. We're going to see Bronwyn Evans come in. Haven't seen Evans play in a while. Has a wrap around that right knee. I think she suffered that knee injury last year. But Evans may get some minutes here, some quality minutes with just over 21 minutes remaining. Once again, battle for the loose ball to the near side. Whistle will be blown dead. That'll go back over to the Quakers. And here is Turlings, who will bring it back and will set it at about the 34-yard line. Turlings, near side. Rosekamp Quakers just about got it into the circle again, but out of the reach of Bergdolt. And a turnover for the Quakers. Will go back the other way once again. Oberlin looking middle. Stolen away. Quakers again putting themselves in position. Ball got to the top of the circle, and we got a penalty corner. That'll be number 6 now against the Yo women here today. So Earlham, another chance. They just come off of a penalty corner in which they got the goal by Denise Bergdolt. That was, again, right at the circle. We're talking about almost to the very top when she struck that one and got it by the keeper, Kennedy Klein. Bishop will put it in play, and that is whistled against Bishop. Stepped over the line, so she is out. So that will now leave it up to Molly McKellar. You can't step over the line, otherwise you're guilty. So it looked like McKellar did that right there. Here is Salvatore, ball inside again, and did it go in? Nope, just to the left. Looked like McKellar, who had came back in from the hash mark, was just right next to the keeper. Here is Jenna Jamesi coming in. I believe that's number 19. It is Jenna Jamesi from Staten Island, New York, now checking into the lineup as Wong will go down, and Salvatore there for the Quakers, offering to help her up. Good sportsmanship that time by Salvatore. Oberlin will take over once again as we made it under the 20-minute mark. So Earlham going deep on their bench. By the way, Catherine Slater is not going to play today. She's not even dressed. If they were wanting to go again to another keeper, here's Salvatore. Take that back. That's a backhand shot by Bishop. Goes wide. Maybe Bishop, she had no defender around her. It looked like at least close enough. If she lets that ball fall and then takes her time, she may have had a pretty good look. As the Quakers will have it back out to the 25. Salvatore able to get a stick on that one as it goes out of play and back over again to Oberlin. We have not seen Maya Claggett, the freshman out of Annapolis, Maryland. She is, so far, I think the only one that may not have played so far. Georgia Wade is down there. Pisacano is down there. But again, we said earlier that Catherine Slater, one of the other goalkeepers, is not dressed out. Murphy is, but I doubt Murphy's going to play today. She's been the starter for the majority of all the games this year. Ball again comes loose out front, and it will stay loose as we go back and forth between the 40 and the 50. Eventually taken over there by McGarvey. Quakers work it back to the middle. Here is Night Train Lane. Lane was looking to the near side. I think she thought Rosekamp was going to go ahead, and that probably would have been the case if Rosekamp sprints up to the 40. That would have been a pretty good pass by Night Train Lane, but Rosekamp stayed almost to her right. Here is Bishop winding, missing. Ball still available, and that'll go back over to Oberlin. That's a pretty good look that time by Bishop. She had the backhand the last time. They went wide and then just couldn't get herself in position to get a good look on the shot that one. Whistle again. That'll go against the Quakers. 17 minutes and change to go here in the second half. And Earlham now on the verge of picking up a conference win here to this afternoon. Earlham, again, as we said a little bit ago, really can play possession field hockey right now and really just waste some time and work on the spacing and the passing. Yeah, see, that was not a good look that time. Pass intended for Bergdolt. A lot of times you just hold it and wait to see what might be available to you. As here's Bishop again. She'll strike, and that one goes off the left foot of Royer and eventually goes out of play. We'll keep it here on the near side. Quakers will look to advance. I know you can't necessarily hold it like you'd like to and stand there and do nothing, but come make the defense play you. As Oberlin trying to come to the near side on the dribble attack is Rosenthal, and is taken away again by none other than one of the better defensemen in the league, as we've said before, in Alexis Warren. And we've got a stoppage of play, and we've got a timeout on the field as well. 15:55 remaining here in the second half. Quakers lead this one 3-0. This is Earlham Field Hockey, Radio Troy Digital Sports.
After the unexpected, expect us. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance of Fayette, Rush, Union, Decatur, and Shelby counties. Auto, home, life, renters, farm, crop, and business coverage. Coverage you need in a language you know. We take customer satisfaction seriously and don't take a cookie-cutter approach to your coverage. For more information, call 800-723-3276 or go to their website, in.farmbureau.com. Today's game is being brought to you by Tri-County Awards in Richmond. Customized awards and quality engraving services. When you come to Tri-County Awards, you'll get nothing but the best customer service. We take pride in our prompt service and easy availability. Celebrate success with a gorgeous medal, trophy, or plaque from Tri-County Awards. We've been crafting awards since 1972. Choose from a wide variety of designs and styles. We're a locally owned and family-operated business. Tri-County Awards, 1001 South East Street in Richmond. Mendenhall's True Value in Richmond is your local source for the things you need at home or your business every day. Everything from hardware, tools, carpet cleaner rentals, window and screen repair, lawn and garden supplies, as well as hunting and fishing licenses. It's all in one place at Mendenhall's True Value Hardware, right around the corner at 125 Southwest 5th Street in Richmond. Give them a call for more information at 962-4842.
The scores, the Quakers once again lead this one here this afternoon 3-0. Quick timeout as both teams prepare for the final stretch run of this one, as again the Quakers looking for that first victory in the North Coast Athletic Conference. Men's tennis team is playing this afternoon against Muskegon. If we get a final on that one today, we'll pass that one along. It will be Quaker ball. There you see the Quakers will look to inbound right here. Do so. Here is Rosekamp. Well, the good thing about this one today from an Earlham standpoint, as we said a couple of minutes ago, is they get a chance now to develop some depth, get some players some playing time. There is Mighty Turlings, one of the team leaders and still out there to help coach on the field as well. Rosekamp unable to get a stick on that ball. Here come the Yo women. They've really not had the ball in Earlham territory much in this second half. Lead to Salvatore. Gets beyond her stick and a whistle, and that will be against Oberlin. So it will be Quaker ball again just outside the top of the circle. That's where Turlings is. Salvatore turns to her left and then takes it in the circle. Backhand shot and then just in front of Kennedy Klein and wide to the right. You know what's hard about that backhand shot is they cannot hit the ball on the round side of the stick. It has to be on the flat side, and how they turn that stick over and even get a hard hit on it is really hard to imagine. In fact, I just watched Alexis Warren right there, able to turn her stick over and did a backhand pass. Quakers once again. There's a little bit of stick handling that time by Night Train Lane once again. Brown runs that one down. It does go out of play on the end line. Bronwyn Evans there for the Quakers, the senior. Quakers get a steal top of the circle. Bishop back outside. Looked like that time maybe the backhand by Night Train Lane. I was wondering if she was trying to pass it the first time or looking to score from the top of the circle. Back in the lineup is Pinto. It almost looked like he was trying to score, but went a little bit high on the pass, or at least on the stick attempt. Mighty Might Turlings now for the Quakers. Here's Salvatore. Quickly taken away, and once again we'll head the other way. Quakers, another steal. There is Lane once again for the Quakers. And you can see how the Yo women are just having a really hard time getting it not only to midfield but into Earlham territory. Earlham's defense is really, their intensity has picked up quite a bit. They're not allowing Oberlin to advance the ball far at all, and there is Bronwyn Evans able to come in and get a stick on the loose ball. I'm going to bring him back in a little bit further. That was only about a yard there for Turlings. Quakers near side. Pinto on the dribble. Nice pass inside, and it's knocked down. Good save by Klein. That was Bishop once again. Got a nice stick on the ball, but Klein was there to knock it away. Very close to making this 4-0. Good strike there for Oberlin. Quakers again at midfield, not allowing Oberlin to get on anything strong offensively, and there is another takeaway. At least we thought it was going to be for Kate Neal. They'll bring it back and set it up at the spot of the foul. There's just over 12 minutes remaining. It won't be enough for Oberlin today, but we'd love to see the Quakers get back in offensive position maybe one more time and get another goal on the board. Ball at the right sideline there for the Quakers is Pisacano once again. Ball deep in the corner as it will go out of play. Natalie Blatz is there. Blatz knew it, went off of a Oberlin player, quickly advances it up the sideline, and now will put it back in play for the Quakers. Salvatore tried to advance it. Good defensive effort there by Watkins Chow. This is a rare occasion now in the second half. By the way, Quakers make a change as Bishop comes out of the lineup. We'll see Maya Claggett. We mentioned Claggett, a freshman out of Annapolis, Maryland, is now checked in the lineup for the Quakers, and she'll get another, about 11 minutes of playing time if she doesn't come out the rest of the way. Blatz winds up, hits this one all the way past the 50 into Oberlin territory. Here come the Quakers again. The ball again will be passed to the far sideline. It goes out of play last touched by Emma Brown of Oberlin. Quakers get it to Salvatore, and there's a whistle. Foul called against Oberlin. Ball in the circle again, and both teams kind of stop for the moment. We have a penalty corner. Boy, Earlham really had a ton of penalty corners yesterday against Worcester. Only unofficially, I have them for 7. Again, live stats as we go throughout the day today on GoEarlham.com, and it says we have 6 penalty corners. 44 fouls for Earlham, 28 today on Oberlin. This time Salvatore will put it in play on the hash mark left. Let's see where the Quakers can go here as the defense gets set once again. Winding up, firing again, just wide to the right as Bergdahl tried to get another long-distance shot, and she is proving to be very good from long. That was almost in the same location she was the last time when she scored the goal. Just over 9 minutes remaining now in the second half. Time beginning to run out here for Oberlin. Quakers will keep it in their half. Earlham able to go on the attack again if they can get some openings right here. Here's Night Train looking to the top. Earlham works it near side to Pinto, and then a nice steal for Oberlin. Quakers will have to peel back pretty quick as Alexis Warren comes over. That's Warren putting a stick in there to get it by Wildman, and then they'll call Warren on the foul. Ball lifted high down the field. Warren able to knock it down. She quickly got back in a hurry on defense. Pinto near side. Able to save that one from going out of bounds is Claggett. And the Quakers again regain possession, look to attack. Ball passed up the field. Emma Brown is there on the backside to get a takeaway. We'll see Molly McKellar come back in for the Quakers in just a few moments. Loose ball outside now. Here is Modell. And after that foul call, the Yo women again on the offensive attack, trying to find an opening. Modell looking to her right side. Quakers get another takeaway. Here come the Quakers. Ball up the left side. This is Bergdolt. And it goes out of play, last touched by Abby Rosenthal of Oberlin. Ball knocked away once again on the pass as Maida Turling's trying to find an opening up that left sideline. This will go all the way out past the end line. And the Quakers will keep it on this one as they'll bring it back out to around the 15-yard line, where Earlham will now reset the offense. They're not going to work behind. They're going to try to go up that sideline. Bergdolt looks to advance it as well, looking for Natalie Blatz. Takeaway there by Oberlin, and then Oberlin called for the violation. Here come the Quakers again. Unable to advance it. Here's Blatz as the Quakers were looking for Salvatore. It's taken away right there by Watkins Chow, and it will be kept in play by the Quakers. Here is Salvatore. Backhand attempt, whiffed on that one. Didn't get a good look at all as she takes her eye off it at the last second. Emma Brown with the takeaway, and the Quakers come back with a steal of their own. Here's Salvatore once again, and a whistle, and we will have another penalty corner. 7 now for the Quakers. We're coming up on the 6-minute mark. This time it'll be McKellar again. We have seen 3 or 4 different players on the penalty corner. So now McKellar. Here is Turlings. Boy, I tell you what, right off the stick that time of Emma Brown. Boy, Brown, I don't know how she did it, but she got a stick on it because that thing was coming in really fast off the stick that time of Mighty Turlings. Near side once again for Wildman. There's another whistle. That'll blow that one dead. That goes against the Quakers, and now it'll be Royer. Royer, their leading scorer, has been kept in check all day today. She really hasn't even been in position to score. Here come the Quakers again. Nice pass there by Bergdolt. If someone could get to that one, that would have been good. So, Salvatore able to catch up with it, and it'll go back over to Oberlin. A couple of the fans downstairs knowing that that ball cannot be scored from one end to the other unless it's touched inside the circle. And the ball advanced up the right side by Oberlin and eventually goes out of play. Quakers are going to win this one here today, going away from Oberlin with a couple of goals and a couple of nice goals, especially by the one we saw earlier by Bergdolt. Here's Modell. Quakers able to distract and get a steal. Salvatore once again. Now works it inside the circle, goes between the legs of the defender, and we will have a penalty corner. That will be number 8 now. Good pass that time by Salvatore just to get that ball in between the legs of the defender on the pass back to the inside. So it will be Bishop who has come back in for the Quakers. Here's Salvatore now to Maida Turlings, and that one knocked away. Turlings unable to get the goal off the penalty corner. Quakers able to keep it in their end. Here is Pinto. Pinto tried to make a move toward the end line, quickly stolen away there by Oberlin. Near side, Wildman looks to the middle once again to Rosenthal. Quakers will have Alexis Warren there. Even though it goes against the Quakers, that'll stop Oberlin from advancing. Ball knocked down again as Emma Brown trying to make a move just past midfield. Time, a factor, big time here for Oberlin is to try to get on the board. They're not going to win this contest here today, but sure they'd love to get at least one on the board here this afternoon. Got shut out yesterday and looking to get shut out here again today. That's McKellar on the far side. Two players go down. McKellar one, and the other one was Louisa McGarvey. Move that ball about 2 yards ahead. McGarvey with the stick. A nice strike that time. Quakers peeled back. Kate Neal was there for Earlham down to the final 2 minutes here this afternoon. That's McGarvey. McGarvey trying to work it to the sideline. Not fooled there was Bishop. Bishop with a takeaway, and then Bishop almost overruns the ball, but it may have been because of Watkins Chow able to get a stick on it. Here come the Yo women again. They'll have to put the ball at the spot of the foul. Quickly picked up by McGarvey. Outside the circle to the right, and Earlham there again gets another takeaway. There is Kate Neal. Ball goes out of play. We're down to 1 minute and 10 seconds remaining here in the first half of play. Or I should say the second half of play. Ball back to the middle again for the Quakers. Here's Pinto. Pinto, nice dribble. One-on-one here to the near side, and that is a foul call as Libby Royer step for step with Pinto. Royer gets called for the violation. Here's Pinto off the right side, goes out of play, and once again Royer there. And we're down to our final 30 seconds here this afternoon. I'm trying to maybe get one more on the board for somebody who hasn't scored here this afternoon. Pinto. Ball inside the circle. Centered. And that is going to be a score. Quakers get the point. .5 seconds remaining. And Earlham did get that final goal they were looking for. So we're about ready to wind this one down here. And I think that's going to do it. There's about 7 seconds remaining. No need to reset ours. And that's going to be a final on the board here today. So Earlham gets her first win of the conference season, a 4-0 final. We'll come back and wrap it up in a moment right here on Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Little Sheba's Restaurant and Zini's Place. Come join us in Richmond at 175 Fort Wayne Avenue or at our newest location in Centerville at 129 East Main Street. Grab one of our gourmet pizzas, a deluxe sandwich, steak or fresh salad, and an ice-cold beer or your favorite wine. Featuring live music every Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday, plus more in our smoke-free environment. 10% discount with a valid student ID. It's better than being home.
Well, nice win for the Quakers here today as they shut out Oberlin by a final of 4-0. So the Quakers pick up their first win of the NCAC season. Oberlin will fall to 0-5 in the conference. Quakers, as we mentioned earlier, will be on the road for a little while. In fact, they will see their next couple of contests traveling to Transylvania coming up on the 27th, and then they'll go back into conference play on the 29th against Denison. The Transylvania game, again, a 7 o'clock start time, and the Denison matchup will begin at 11. They'll go to DePaul, very, very good DePaul team on October 3rd. That is a night contest at 7. And we'll be back here when the Quakers take on Wittenberg. That is an 11 o'clock start time on October the 6th. They'll be back home against Ohio Wesleyan October 10th at 5, and then Kenyon will be in town on the 13th beginning at 11 o'clock. Quakers now 4-5 overall. They are 1-4 in the conference. And again, you can read about all the final statistics and much more on GoEarlham.com. Thanks for being with us. Quakers win it on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Final 4-0. This has been Earlham Field Hockey and Radio Troy Digital Sports.